Hello, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the iPhone 11 here in 2021. Is it still good? Should you still get it? How do the specs hold up? Let's go ahead and take a look. So here in the early months of 2021, the iPhone 11 is definitely still a good phone to buy. It doesn't have 5G, but 4G LTE is still very, very good, especially with coverage since 5G isn't everywhere yet. This is the last model of iPhones to not have 5G. Hey, but that's good. It saves on battery life, right? This is the successor to the iPhone XR, which was very, very popular. And for the price, you can get it here in the early months of 2021 for around $400, which is around half the price of the successor of the iPhone 12. So you're getting still a modern feeling iPhone with a half the price of a newer modern iPhone 12, and you really won't miss the differences in these. There's not very much sacrifices in getting the iPhone 11, and let's go ahead and talk about it more. So the overall size of this device is around 6 inches in height, 3 inches wide, and 0.33 inches in thickness. It weighs around 6.84 ounces. The build quality is still super good here in 2021. It has a glass front, glass back aluminum frame. It is a premium feeling device, but be careful. If you do drop it, glass tends to crack, obviously. But if you were to slap a case on it, it's not such a big deal. But if you were to rock this phone raw dog style, it just feels really, really premium. But at $400, it is definitely a good buy. Along with a physical SIM card slot, you're also getting eSIM, which is great. You can rock 2 different phone numbers or 2 data plans or swap them in and out. Or you don't have to get a physical SIM card and just change carriers on the fly. So that's pretty good on getting an iPhone 11 compared to other devices. Not many devices have that very easy way of switching carriers on the fly. So that's a very good option in this phone. If you happen to be around water a lot, or you're very clumsy around water, has IP68 dust and water resistance, which is good up to 2 meters. It's fully submerged in water for 30 minutes, and this phone will still keep on ticking. So that's a pretty premium feature. You can get it for as low as $400 used. I keep talking about the used prices, but even brand new, you can still get this phone for around $600, which is still a good deal. So for the display, the screen, you're getting a 6.1-inch liquid retina IPS LCD. It is giving you 79% screen to body ratio. The resolution is 828 by 1792. That translates to 326 ppi density. Now on paper, that is kind of on the low end of resolution, but if you were to see it with your naked eye, it's pleasing. It's very good. You won't have any complaints unless you stick it to a phone that just has way more pixels and just way bigger price tag. So at this price point, that screen is pretty good. You shouldn't have any complaints for most people. When the iPhone 11 was launched, it came with iOS 13, and the good thing about this phone, like every other iPhone, is that it gets around 5 years of updates at least. So this phone is rocking the same newest software as the newest, most expensive iPhone on the market. For the chipsets, rocking the A13 Bionic, which is not too old. It's going to be good for several years. It should chew through any app in the App Store with no problem. For the internal storage, starting off, you get 64 gigs of storage and 4 gigs of RAM. Both of those amounts are perfectly fine for these devices at this price point, although a lot of devices that are even cheaper, such as the Pixel 4a and just other cheaper devices at cheaper price points, are starting at 128 gigs. So it should be expected to start at 128 gigs, but at this price point and all the other features you get, I'm not going to complain too much. For the camera setup, it has a double camera setup on the back, 12 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide. And you could shoot 4K video. So you're gonna be very pleased with this camera setup. It is very, very good when it came out, and it's still very good here in 2021. Although it doesn't have like 4 cameras set up like other devices like on Android and stuff, it has the 2 most important cameras, and they do a very good job. Especially you pair that with iMovie, and you can make some very, very nice presentations. For the selfie camera, you have a 12 megapixel shooter that could shoot up to 4K video. So that is very impressive, especially at this price point. You should take some nice crispy selfie videos and selfie pictures with the selfie camera on the front. Very, very nice. You're not getting a headphone jack on this phone. You need to get a dongle if you want to get that headphone jack to use with your physical headphones, your mic, or hooking it up to your car via an aux cord. But thankfully, obviously, you're gonna get Bluetooth 5.0, and if you're like me, you've fully embraced wireless, and this will be good with your pairing your wearables such as your Apple Watch, your smartwatch, your smart band, your AirPods, your wireless headphones, your speakers, all that good stuff. Wireless is going to work very good with this phone. You're getting NFC also, but that's mostly reserved for Apple Pay. You're still rocking the lightning cable for charging, which is found on other Apple devices. To unlock the device, you're getting that Face ID, which is still very reliable, and it's very, very modern feature of this phone. For the battery department, you're getting a 3,110 milliamp battery, which does not sound good on paper, but iOS is very efficient with battery, and this phone will last you most of the day, if not all day, if you're not a power user. The phone also comes with fast charging at 18 watts, which should give you 50% of charge in 30 minutes. And if you like to wirelessly charge your phone, it has that as well. So I do recommend this phone, getting it in 2021. It's still a very good iPhone. It is only 1 model year behind, but this one should still work with all the updates that iOS gives its phones. You have that double camera in the back. That's pretty much all you need. You don't need those 4 cameras like other phones. It has a premium build quality. It has all the apps and all the iOS exclusives that you get with an iPhone, such as iMessage, FaceTime, AirDrop, iMovie. All that good stuff is going to work on this phone. It's going to have the same software as if you were using a $1,200 iPhone 12 Pro Max. So you're getting all of this for only around $400 used, or you could get it for $600 brand new from the Apple Store. It's definitely still a good phone, and it is going to be good for a few more years no matter what. Definitely recommend getting this phone. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.